Hi, bro customer, you are welcome to Turkey. If you think for to use or to make a development for an agricultural project in Turkey, you have to think about the place that you want to choose or to make a project there. First, you have to find the right place for your investment. You have to choose which area is the best area for your investment for to make the best agricultural project for your future. So, when you try, if you plan to make any project, agricultural project in Turkey, you have to think about the garden or the plants or the arses that you want to do. You cannot in any time make a project in 1 dunum or 2 dunum or 3 dunums at least. In Turkey, by the laws, every area different for to choose the project. For example, if you planning for to make for animals project, anything, any project, or you want to choose or you plan to choose any area, any arses for to make agricultural projects or animal projects or vegetables or oils projects or any projects for water projects for fishes, you have to know how many arses, how many dunums you can use for to make this project. Because in Turkey, if you want to start from the project, from the beginning, to make, to can build this project and continue with all the projects for to finish. And after that, you will start selling and buying, you trading. So you have to choose the arses that the law telling you. So, for example, if you want to use it for vegetables, at least you have to take 10 arses. If you want to take for animals, you have to take at least 16, 19, 20 arses. For because of that, it's there is many difference from the areas and the arses numbers in Turkey. So if you want to make, for example, some trees for vegetables, you have to decide the right place for to use. There is many countries or many places or many cities that you cannot use for oils. Some areas that you can use for animals because you cannot take a license for. They cannot confirm your project because the hatter can uh, can change it and can be the reason that you cannot make a successful project. For example, for an Edirne area, there is many places that confined by the country law for to make animals projects. Why? Because it's cold area. But you can't make it for oils. You cannot make it for vegetables. You must choose the place that you can make for vegetables for to be hot place. For example, like Manisa, like Denizli, like Antalya. These areas or these cities, especially for vegetables and for oil projects, is the best areas in Turkey. If you go to Edirne, you can make animals projects. But if you want to make it a project for sheep, you have to make a special license for to be the right areas and right arses for to make it near the roads and electrics, waters, and many different like this. Two, you have to look out to ask in the ministries, in the municipalities, in the town center DLC about all the details about this RSS and the area. If you can take a license for project, if you can tell you a DLC, a type of document, and if you have a water that can be enough for to make your project. Every project have to be there electrics and to be there waters. If the water isn't enough in the same area that you make your project there, it cannot be a right or can be successful in the future. Because if the water is very important for agricultural projects, if the water is not enough, it's a big problem for you. We promise you, if you want to make or to take any agricultural project, to make a ready or to take a ready projects, because it's cheaper than the project if you start from beginning and you try to build, because you will pay many things for lessons and you will take many trees, you make well electrics directs and many things. It will be for you, it's very expensive. So it's, I think you cannot continue after that. It's very important to plan and to think about the project in right way, in right time, and in right place. If the area can be cold, if there are cold ways or cold weather, it's not a right project or right area for to use for vegetables projects or the projects. Agricultural projects, it can be more successful in the ways of Antalya and Denizli and Manisa and the area there, like Adana and these near projects, because this hatter word, hatters rounds that can tell you take at least one project, two projects, three projects. You can same use in 1 year at least three or two products. Because of that, in Edirne, you can just use for one product. So one product is not enough for to make agricultural project. But if you need it in the West Bazaar, if you want to use it and to sell it there, the price will be for you more expensive. You can sell it more expensive from the East. But it's very important. We promise all the customer that want to make any investment in Turkey, especially agricultural projects, for you have to use the right way, the right lessons for to make confirming the can for confirming from the ministry. It's important to ask, important to find. You can ask the ministries, you can find about the internet, you can ask the persons that can tell you all the informations. We are the translator, can help you by the information center, by the information links, videos. We can speak about this and tell you something, information about that. But every time the ministries here can help you and tell you all the information you need for. So you have to ask, you have to choose the right way, the right place, and don't be and quickly when you plan for the agricultural projects there. The important thing to use the arses or the place, the right place for to make a right and a successful project. It's very important. Don't take or don't remember or don't think for that you can take one arses that can tells you to make a project. One arses or two arses. It's not in Turkey. It's not a project in Turkey. You can make it, especially you can't make a project in there in this area, because one arses or two arses that we make in another countries, it can't be a reason to make a project on. So the second thing you have to use every time to think about the prices. When you go to the Turkish person and ask about anything about this arses or this project, they will not tell you the right prices. They will look that you will take or they want you to make it in the time. They don't waiting for you till your time for to choose. They want you to take and start your project. Because of that, the price is now in different way. It's more expensive this time because they wanted all the people to cast the customers to want to tell and take project in the time they want to choose. They don't waiting until your time enough time for to think, for to choose, for to find. So we promise every person to choose the right time and the right place to ask before any building or any project, starting any project, and the ministries and the certas and the right ways and right persons for to make any project, because can be a problem after that. You maybe you cannot you don't have enough photo, you not have a license after that. You can maybe take this arses or this area or some dunums, but after that you cannot take a license for, you cannot continue and make a project, so you will stop. If you don't have enough money for to can make or build or use the enough trees for to make this project, you will lose your project. By the law, every person who makes the agricultural project by in the tabo didn't see it, he have to finish the project in 2 years. If you cannot finish in 2 years, you have by the agricultural engineer, you have to try to take enough time again. If you cannot, the country or the ministry will buy this project from you, but in in very losing, or I think some price, bad price, I think, for this. Because of that, you will lose the project. You cannot continue. You can't make it. So it's, I think, a losing for yourself. So I promise every person to plan and to think and to make the project in the right area with right persons, and to ask and to make all the informations, the right informations about the project before starting. Goodbye. See you later.